Smell of blood and guts in the morning. It's time for you to experience true fear!
It's a double kill for Jim.
Oh my God, Jim!
Looking pretty good. It's gonna be a triple kill. Jim comes on fire. Jim comes on fire.
He had the right angle, but couldn't land the shot. The dark scope, the 2-piece! Oh my God! him. He's going to be able to take out. Oh my god! He was down to 1 second on the clock.
Já pegou bala na cara do Master. O Almairinho vai tentando fazer o primeiro. Da estátua vai tentar o tiro porrada e bomba! Vem! Clutch muito difícil de vencer, mas...
Anywhere on the body that you hit, he no-scope for Apollo right there. He no-scope.
Termina eliminando a Jackie, igual queda solamente vivo por parte de repente, consigue la primera baja de este round, se da cuenta que no
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's another day of Mobile Mayhem Girls, and unfortunately, Verdict, this is going to be a little bit shorter of one, and we're not going to get to see the Angels play today, so that's a little bit rough, but hopefully we'll still have some exciting matchups for you guys. How are you doing today, Verdict?
Oh, we're here. Yeah, we're here for it. Obviously, we're only going to have 2 matches tonight, which is super unfortunate, but you know, in events like this, it seems to be all to the norm where there's not enough availability or timing just isn't right, and that's quite all right. So the 2 matches we do have on board for the night seem to be pretty stout matches, and I'm super excited about them.
Yeah, we are going to be looking at our matches of the day. Let's actually go ahead and pull that up real quick so that everybody can see and join us. So we did have Angels versus ARP Haze to start things off, but unfortunately ARP said that they were going to be unable to field a roster before the broadcast, so they did forfeit. And pretty much the same with Violets. So both Angels and Celeste are going to pick up a free 20 points here today. Violets and Haze will be losing out on those negative 10 points for forfeiting. So a little bit unfortunate, but hopefully we'll see more of them in the future. That does leave us with our Xplicit Girls versus UD Girls matchup, as well as our Hell Girls versus OK Divanity. So hopefully we'll still have some good matches here tonight, Verdict. And I do believe we already have our map draft done, if you want to run through those.
Yeah, we're going to be with Xplicit and UD Girls. We're going to start things off with a little raid hardpoint action, followed up by a Search and Destroy Crossfire. This is a best 3, so obviously there's an opportunity to see a game 3. It's going to be a Dom takeoff. Xplicit Girls opt to ban the Hardpoint Crossfire map, as well as the CBR gun. UD Girls ban the S&D takeoff map, as well as the Kilo. And the series is definitely one that we are hoping for a game 3, not just for time's sake, but also for competitive spirit, because these 2 girls teams just absolutely, you know, top of the ring. I think these are the ones that when we were mentioning last night, some of the ones that we would expect to have, at least for me. I know Xplicit Girls are definitely up there in the top 3 category. UD Girls try to make their way up there. Certainly should, you know, be a little bit of a competitive one, right?
Yeah, I would definitely think so. I think these are fairly even teams as far as the skill level goes. Obviously, we'll recognize several of these players from seasons past, the likes of Dog Swine, Veda, Jules, Anna, Ginebra, Nathy, Adri. So a lot of really good talent that we recognize, a lot of really good talent that you know, is a little bit new to at least our end of the scene. And I've got really high hopes for this to be a good one. I'd be really hoping for a game 3 here. And, well, that's going to be up to the UD Girls and also Xplicit Girls. And We do have all of our players here in the lobby and readied up, so we should be getting into the action here very, very shortly, Verdict. Would you give either of these teams an edge specifically for whether it be respawns or search, or even deeper than that, just the map pool that we have? Like, do you see anybody specifically excelling in one place or another?
No, I think for you know, this whole 3-game spread, I think Xplicit girls have maybe a little bit more of an advantage of both the hardpoint and the respawns and the search. And in my opinion, I feel like the girls over at UD just need to find a way to, you know, win this hardpoint, because that search choice is definitely looking pretty solid for Xplicit. So we'll see how it pans out now, as we are going to go ahead and dive deep right into the roots of Hollywood Hills. You know, beautiful raid map. I've said it multiple times, bro. If we ever make it, we're going to both be rocking some sporty cars in our garages, right? Here we are. We get a little bit of a first-hand experience as I just spawned into the garage site. And P1, it's out in the open over at ringside, so it's going to be a bloody one. And off the rip, the advantage is going to be in favor of the UD girls, but the contest surely to come.
Well, Adria is pushing up, but gets taken down by Jules, who's holding down the top of Laundry with Type 25 in hand. It's something we're probably going to see a lot of with the CBR4 P90 and the Kilo ban. So, obviously the Type did receive some changes in the last update. I, you know, struggled to call them a nerf because I don't think it's, like, really a nerf. It's just... it's not as good, but it's still a super, super solid weapon. But I just don't know if they changed it enough for it to be a nerf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit more of like a, you know, at-range item. Or it's an outrage risk more than it is an asset, right? I think the bullet spread accuracy kind of just dwindles a little bit after a few more meters than we're used to. As, you know, these girls are going to be taking a lot of action up close. And is going to be able to hold down the money room. And you can see it, P1's done. 46-3, the UD girls are kind of rolling here. Now, Kitchen Site is looking actually pretty solid for them, too, because they only got one player to deal with in Aaliyah. And I may have given the credit too much to the side of Xplicit, because right now, they set up early for new, and there's nobody there. They only get 1 point day. And UD are kind of just absolutely steamrolling through this Kitchen Site.
Yeah, they're definitely having a pretty solid game right now. Jules started off with a quick 2 and is only at 4 right now. Aaliyah is sitting all the way up at an 11-2 score line. We do have Octo for the side of UD with 7 on board, so do have a couple players starting to show out a little bit. Schnabra slides through the smoke right into the sights of Jules. Jules then gets the turn on to Octo. Definitely 2 really big picks there. And now you can see teams are starting to make that rotation over towards the garage. And, well, it's going to be, at least so far, Xplicit girls are going to be first on the hill, looking to get the little bit of trickle from Kitchen, you can see. And now they're looking to get a good hold here on the Kitchen as well. Octo pushing in, good use of the TAC 5 there, helps her survive. Oh, Anna's one shot, but does make it out alive.
Yep, that's it. This is a little bit of a spread thin situation. Like, you leave one in old, and that's all you really needed. The setup there in P3 has been golden for the girls over at Xplicit. So they might have had a rough start. And like I said, I may have given them too much credit early on, but credit where credit is due. They've turned this hard point around, and Garage seems to be a success so far. They've managed to take the advantage, and, you know, anytime that you could do what they did there on P2 and then turn it around to a P3 advantage, just an absolute ridiculous, you know, way of doing so. Now, see the push coming in. Lila's going to be the only one here. Aaliyah here for the scrap time. Oh, man, Aaliyah almost gets beamed off the heady, but it is Lila who's going to be taken down. She's going to spawn right outside the... Yeah, I mean, Aaliyah's freaking frying, bro.
I mean,
20-4.
She's 20-4. Veda's 2-12, and Dogswine is 2-10, and they are winning. I mean, this girl is absolutely frying. She's got a lightning strike and a cluster strike available, which are huge tools for a P4 and P5. So we'll have to see where she opts to use those. Does pick up an extra one on Adri there. I mean, next closest kills in the lobby is 11, bro. 12 actually. Sorry.
I mean, she's frying. Like I said, she's got a cluster. She's got a lightning. You can see she's going to go ahead and use the cluster. Still has that lightning to play with. The point right here, it's court side. And even though the cluster's there's not really a lot of time being objected or contested. You do see Geneva does get taken down. This is going to be the potential remainder hold here as long as the setup is crisp. Solid rotations here early on for the side of the Xplicit girls, and they've taken a lead now. 15 seconds left to go here in this P4 rotation. You can see it. Kitchen side is where the action is going to be at, as we see a P5 rotation abound. And a great turnaround here for the girls of Xplicit. They have solid performance there on that P2 side, P3 as well. And then P4 like no other. They take a almost a 30-point advantage. And what are we thinking? Quick listen in while we have a P5 abound. Maybe listen in to how the comms sound for Xplicit as they're barreling up for a P5 break.
Yeah, let's go ahead and roll on in.
There's one Zig.
They smoked me off.
There's one pillar, there's one pillar.
Push on me, Zig, push!
Oh, Zig.
There's two Zig side, No, it's one point,
Zig.
Pillar.
Have a lightning strike,
Nice. Bro, one more pillar.
This one Zig. I'm going pillars.
Wait, rotate, guys. No, rotate. Guys, please rotate.
I'm at next.
Pillar.
Bro, don't let them get
Laundry.
No, we have to get
Top
spawned.
laundry.
Go no. Yeah, go no.
Laundry stars. Dead.
It's too old.
Top laundry
She
dead.
got one back.
I'm going
Rotate.
to.
They're gonna come from laundry side.
Bro, laundry. You got secret.
Secret. Pillars. Right, point.
There's two in point. There's one more in point.
Enemy contact.
I'm going laundry.
I spawn pool. Yeah, go for laundry, guys.
No, she got me.
Where's
Enemy
somebody?
in sight.
Yeah, use it. That's
I'm
two.
going
Those are
driveway.
two. One shot.
Bro, in point.
Alright. Just call out. Wait for each other. Group out. I'm going driveway.
All right, good comms on the rotations. You could definitely hear there's a little bit of frustration, though, as they were obviously losing out on that hill. But this is still a game that's very winnable for them. We've certainly seen bigger comebacks happen. Only about 50 points separate these two teams right now. And as we get ready for a P2, you can see Xplicit. They're pushing on up. They've got control of Kitchen. And now they might be getting ready to look towards anchoring those spawns in their favor. Someone to play back a little bit further. Oh, Leah probably should have died there, but well, she's gonna die anyway.
Yep, there we go. You can see it at the comms. Bit of uncertainty. You heard the call out. Someone said rotate new. And you heard somebody objectify and say, in which I was on board with, because there's no way you're letting some team pick up 25 points uncontested. Even though it's P5, it's not really a big money hill. I just don't like to see a team give away that many points for free. I mean, it's just not a possibility. And, that split decision has led to a little bit of uncertainty in the lead. It's gotten out of hand. Now they're starting to get a little bit of, a stability here as this P2 rotation was theirs to begin with last time around. This time around, they get the break, and they have not looked back. So big performance here on the back end of this P2 rotation. However, one player there, that's going to be Lila. She's going to be able to get the break now. As you can see it, there's 16 seconds. There's two players still lingering here, and Aaliyah's going to be able to slide the corner and get the kill. So this is some crucial, scrap time. But at the same time, you can see there's one player already making that rotation new, and that's Dogswine. So she's going to be taken down. The advantage for P3, which is probably the biggest money hill in the map itself, certainly going to be in the favor of the side of the UD girls.
Well, right now, it is the UD girls maintaining that 50-point lead. Does look like they have a good hold on money so far. This is that money hill for the garage. It is that money hill for this raid map, and well, it's a great opportunity for them to cross the 200-point mark. Layla, got to be a little bit careful on the car here. You can see several players know where she's at. Does end up being a three-piece for Aaliyah with the break coming through. But even with the 25 points here, they can't tie the game up, but they can, again, kind of close the gap a little bit. Unfortunate for Octo there, did accidentally hop up on the on the car, and that did get her killed, and a rebreak does come through as Layla pushes on in. 23 kills on the board for her. She does have a Sparrow ready as well, so might see that come into play as we get over towards the garage. But Xplicit girls, they're making that rotation over. They're looking to try to get those spawns once again. They weren't super successful on P2 last time around, but maybe this P4 will be a little bit better for them with these jungle spawns.
We'll see now. It's about a 57-point advantage in favor of the UD girls, and they are just rocking and rolling. They got all the scrap time there for P3 transitions. Now garage site kind of lingering over here to P4 and courtside. Certainly looks like it could be where Xplicit bite the dust. You can see the push coming through. They are going to make the ever so lovely transition down the staircase, and they're going to be met with multiples. They're going to get a few kills here and there. The crossbow, the Sparrow rather, going to come into play, and you know, big kills coming down that staircase, but the break is absolutely necessary here for the girls over at Xplicit. They have found themselves at an 80-point deficit day, and you can see it, the rotations over to New, certainly looking like Audrey's going to be contested here on the staircase, but she's not going to push down. She wants to go ahead and set up New herself, so big kills, big turnaround here for UD, and might be seeing a game 1 ending here on this P5 rotation.
You want to go ahead and jump and do a quick listen in with UD girls?
Yeah, let's see if they can close it out here.
¿Dónde está? What the fuck? Ay, entra pilares, entra pilares.
Puerta doble.
Bueno. Cuarta junto. Pilares. Muerta. Ay, dos en sig.
Entró.
Oh my god.
Vengan next.
Puedo tirar voy a tirarlo. Traten de entrar.
Cuidado tu cocina,
Alcon, nice.
Está en la esquina.
Ya voy a rotar. Ya está. Go next.
Ay, no, Predator. Oh my god.
Una para cada punto. Sí. Laundry.
Rojo.
Laundry, one shot. Está por la escalera. No la miro. Son dos, son tres. Tocadísima.
No, dos más. Ay, no, dos en dan.
No, una. Sigue Laundry. Esperen el humo.
No, en el punto.
Well, verdict. That's looking like a decent comeback potential for the side of Xplicit. They've got to get back on this hill. The break did finally come in for the girls over at UD, but you know, we were talking about an 80-point game not long ago. Bro, we're 16 points separate these teams, and Xplicit just can't get to the P1 hill. And
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you,
rough, man.
I don't know what all Xplicit were doing, but my girl Aaliyah, I think that's Storm. I think that's who everyone said in chat. She dropped 57 day. 57 kills, and you're telling me you couldn't get the squad together long enough to get on the point and succeed? Jules dropped 43 as well. Where was the objective time? What happened? 57 kills. Is that a Mobile Mayhem like regular season record?
It is at least for the girls, and I think for the guys as well. I think we're sitting on 54. Well, I guess not guys, for the full exclusive or non-exclusive season. I think it's 54. It is mostly guys, but I do have a couple of the girls that are starting to branch out into the mix, and you know, Anna is definitely one of them. You know, Annabella, we obviously saw during the last Mobile Mayhem season. We have, you know, talked to a couple of the girls over on Angels last night on the spawn, and you know, there's potential that the Angels may be looking to just bring a team into Mobile Mayhem, so that would be pretty neat. We did have one player skip the kill cam for the side of Xplicit, which is a little rough, so we can't fully compare, but, I mean, you're not wrong. Aaliyah coming through with 57 kills on the board. Ginebra, top fragging for the opposition, only had 46. I mean, we're talking 11 more kills for Aaliyah there. You look at the next top frag of each team, you've got Adri for the side of UD at 31, and Jules is up at 43. Bro, how do we lose that game, Xplicit? What?
I don't know. You got 3 players minute 20 plus off the rip at top. I just I don't know. That was just that was rough. That was rough. Yeah, P1 was certainly something that they couldn't afford to give any kind of time off of, and unfortunately the break comes through. And there's really nobody there to contest. Super unfortunate for Xplicit. They're going to be dropping the first game of this series now is 250 to 227. That's a close score line. But when you got a girl who's dropping 57 and then everybody else is just a crap load of negative on the opposite side with the exception of Ginebra, I don't understand. I'm lost. Really?
Yeah, well, you know, unfortunately, we weren't able to get the score line of that last player to get a full comparison of, you know, how many kills were either in advantage or in deficit here. But either way, the UD girls are going to come away with the Game 1 win, 250 to 227. It was almost a hell of a comeback for the side of Xplicit girls, but they just couldn't quite make it happen, Verdict.
No, they couldn't indeed. Now they're going to be battling it out here in the trenches. It's going to be a crossfire search and destroy. We're obviously going to be waiting to see if they're going to be making a sub in or not because that player left. So let's just make sure. I don't know if they left the kill cam or if they disconnected. Maybe I just didn't see if the disconnection came through before the game ended.
I'm not
certainly
entirely
felt
sure.
like we were, certainly looked like there were 5 players on the lobby for both sides. Obviously, one decided to dip, and that was, I couldn't even tell you, bro. Tough.
All right, well, does look like we currently have Leah, Dog, Swine, Anna, Jules. It was Veda that dipped on out. So we'll see what's going on with that here shortly, guys. And other than that, we're just getting ready for our search and destroy, and it's going to be on Crossfire, Verdict. This is a map that does capitalize a lot on the sniper talent, and we certainly have some good snipers in this lobby here. Obviously, Jules for the side of Xplicit girls has been a solid sniper season after season. For the side of UD, we've seen a couple of these girls snipe to varying degree. Definitely looking at the likes of, I think, Octo and Layla, if I remember correctly, from last week. And it does look like we are getting on into the matchup. Awesome.
There we go. Crossfire, search and destroy. Sniper talent's going to be reigning superior. This is a huge map. And when you are allowed to run freely like, some of these snipers do on this map, it's certainly going to be a bit of mayhem. So we're going to see how it pans out now as Xplicit are down. UD girls are up. 57 kills, Aaliyah. Good night. Get out of here. How do you do that? Can you teach me how to be good? I don't know how to do it. Bomb's going to be neglected. You can see it. Layla going to be falling back, going to be collecting that as everyone kind of just avoided it. No harm, no foul. Nobody saw it. We're good. We're rolling through. And the rotations, it's going to be Aaliyah. Again, she's picking up that same savage mentality from game 1. Picks up first blood along with it. So, kill or be killed here. And Aaliyah, she's doing the killing.
Oh, definitely, bro. And I was kind of impressed with that first game. I mean, 57 kills is absolutely nothing to scoff at.
Wow. Kinda impressed.
Kinda impressed. Yeah,
super impressed. I mean, they lost. I get it.
Listen.
There's no way you don't see 57 on the board and think, wow, what the hell happened? Oh my God, Aaliyah. The wall bang? Almost gets another right there.
Yeah, I was watching that.
You got to stay on board. This is just ridiculous. Freaking nature right here, Aaliyah.
Yeah, we were watching. We were a little speechless there, waiting to see if she was going to get the shot, but it is going to be Venus cleaning that one up. And overall, it's going to be a 3-for-1 trade. But, how many people do we think Aaliyah's worth right now? that's
I
that's
mean,
the real
there's
question.
not enough people in the lobby right now to account for that kind of talent. It's just not.
Yeah, that's
You
like
take down Aaliyah, it's tough.
yeah, that's definitely a big pick early on. We do have Veda, Jules, and Dogswine left in 3v1 against Ginebra, who is now starting to push up, looking to get to that bomb. Might have an opportunity to take down Veda here if she checks the corner. Veda's just hard hugging the bomb. She certainly hears her coming, right? Guess not. Maybe. Maybe she heard it was just a little too late for the turn. But Jules is here at the bomb, ready to go. And the first round is going to go over to the side of, I believe we switched sides. So yeah, the Xplicit girls.
100%. We are definitely on board for a game 3. And I mentioned it earlier. There's got to be a way for the side of UD to take a hardpoint win to see that game 3. And, you know, I'm not saying that the search is lost already, but you already see the sniper talent, the presence from these girls. They're just absolutely cracked. They find first blood yet again, but Audrey there to quickly trade. So we got 1-for-1s. This time a little bit more traction early on for the girls of UD, and they somehow pulled. I still don't know how they pulled that one out. It was just a sea of negativity. The objective, heavily played by everyone. I guess I wish I would have seen the 5th players' stats for game 1, but obviously we couldn't. They bailed, they dipped, or they disconnected. Super unfortunate, but that's neither here nor there. We got about a minute left. Anna able to sneak away with her life right here. And you always talk about the ones that get away. Is that one that gets away, Day?
Well, we let one get away the other day in Warzone, and that kid came back to win his team the game. So you never know. But that's going to be a nice shot coming through from Adri there. Picks up Aaliyah. That's, you know, going to be a really solid pick for the side of the UD girls. They're looking at a 4v3 right now. Ends up rotating up. Walks right into the likes of Jules, bringing things back to a 3v3. The bomb plant does come through for the UD girls, so they can play with time on their side now. And as long as they get their angles covered, they do have a big opportunity to potentially win this round and tie things up. Ooh, Octo. Nice shot onto Jules there.
Did you catch that?
I caught it from the receiving end.
Oh, you caught it from the receiving end? I looked at it from Octo's perspective as I saw her make the rotation up to the top side of that ladder. And catches just the barrel of Jules' sniper. And was able to connect the shots. Anna going to be able to find Octo there now. There's 12 seconds left on the clock. The push is going to come in. I don't think there's enough time. Day, Genebra's down. The push needs to be stout. Veda, you need to hold with your life. Doesn't do so. And Layla, 2 free kills off the bat of a solid defending that bomb being planted. And just, I mean, I don't know, Veda. You got to peek that corner. Knew nobody was in the bus station area, but you had to feel like there was somebody in the area. Just wasn't able to protect the bomb diffuser right there.
Well, I think Aaliyah might have spotted a head run across the table here and is currently waiting for a opponent to peek to maybe pick up a snipe, but not going to quite pull it together yet. But you know who is going to pull something together? Octo and Venus switched over to Venus just in time to see her catch Anna Lacken tossing a grenade. Takes her down, and that's going to be 2 opening picks. Aaliyah does find a refrag onto Octo. 2-for-1 in favor of UD. Once again, they get the bomb plant down, and they get an opportunity to play the defense here and, you know, really play against the clock, right? I mean, you're basically just holding your opponents from being able to pick up that bomb and defuse it at this point. If you get kills along the way, that's great, but they don't technically need all of them. Now looking at a 1v1, Ginebra versus Dogswine. Again, Dogswine's got to find a defuse here in 15 seconds.
Yeah, and you can see Ginebra just playing this this dumpster on the outside of the B B bomb site, and Dogswine gonna fall for it. Waits for the player to push up, doesn't anticipate the backside approach, and 2 rounds in a row, Ginebra gonna be able to clutch it up there. This time only needed 1, a solid hold, a solid plant, and 2 rounds in a, I mean, just complete great fashion. They just played time to the perfect extent. Catch 2 lacking last round, and the round that just happened, it was only 1. So deed's done. 2-1 lead swaps over in favor of the UD girls, and just like in the Hardpoint, man, we've got ourselves a back and forth affair. But the bad thing is, you know, Xplicit, they're gonna have to give their shot a chance on the attack too. And we all know how this map fares for, you know, advantage as far as like positioning goes. You're literally looking down the hill in this map, so you gotta roll with the attack having the advantage.
Well, Octo is going to open things up with the first blood. You can see Aaliyah there was trying to get the refrag to come through, but couldn't quite pull it together. And now Adri and Anna are both pushed up decently far down the A side to play defense here. Venus going to come through with an extra one. Actually hop on over to Jules' perspective and see if we have any good snipes going on here. 2 on the board for her right now. Leading the lobby is it's 3 kills, but I mean it's a 6-way tie, 7-way tie maybe.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up. Bomb spotted.
Yeah, there's 3 actually now with 4. So Aaliyah with 4, Venus with 4, Audrey with 4, and 3 rounds in a row we see it. UD girls, they are steaming here on the attack. You know, kind of a slap in the face on round 1, but have done all the slapping since. Venus is probably going to be the most cracked, though. 5 kills on board. She exits this round, but Lee and Jules, they're playing aggressively. You can see it. Aaliyah's put the sniper down. All the aggression here from that Hardpoint. 57 kills, my girl, and you are here with it. Back with that Type 25. Love it. Bomb is in the hands of Geneva. She has yet to make that successful transition over. You can see it. There is a massive presence on bus station, and Veda now, the only one, this last player alive. 1v2 scenario, Octo, Genebra, probably don't even need to get this bomb down. There's 1:11 left. And now it's just a matter of maybe a little bit of team deathmatch.
Well, you certainly got to play your 2s, Verdict. In this kind of instance, if we do get the bomb plant going, you've got to have your partner with you, and sure enough, you can see Geneva is going for the plant, and Octo is here. Sniper in hand, looking to maybe catch someone lacking in the street. Well, if they do, that someone will be Veda. Obviously, Veda capable of clutching this one, but it's not going to be easy. You're going up against Geneva and Octo, who have proven to be 2 of the stronger search members of this roster. And Veda might have spotted Geneva there. I don't think she did.
I don't think she did, but Octo did. Or maybe she did. Maybe Genebra actually spotted Veda. Because she saw the rotations, and all of a sudden Octo drops down, and you saw the rotation from Genebra. She just completely, you know, ducked for the middle building there. Maybe it was a little bit of a bait and switch, you know? Hey, I'm right here. Come get me. Bam. Here's Octo. Shots sealed. We're going to flip sides. 4-1 now is the lead. It is every bit in favor of the girls over at UD, and they are just looking even better on the search than we expected here, as the Hardpoint was a back-and-forth affair. They get outslayed. They somehow pull the win out, though. Play the objective, you get the dub. That's the name of the game in Hardpoint right now. Name of the game is prevent this bomb player from getting the plant, and Anna is literally snaking her way over there. Gonna go ahead and get stuck right here on the opposite side of the dumpster and kind of catty-cornered. Smoke does come down. Aaliyah does find one, but Layla with the God tier nade is able to take down Anna, but Anna has done the deed. The bomb's down, and now it's a 4v4 with 35, D.
All right, well, you can see Genebra is pushing on up towards the side here. She comes through this door. She's going to be very, very quickly greeted. Have to see if Veda appropriately plays the angle here. You can see that she's a little cautious of what doors she wants to look at here. A big push from behind. Octo is going to get the refrag, but not before Genebra picks up one. Venus going to find Jules, and just like that, Aaliyah left alone in a 1v2. Does pick up one. Gets dropped. Venus, there's no time on the clock to get this bomb defused, and that is going to be a round win coming through as Aaliyah has effectively played time.
Well played indeed. I didn't think there was going to be enough time, and sure enough, there wasn't. So Venus does get that final kill on Aaliyah, but Aaliyah did the deed. Played perfect amount of time. 8 kills on board. And literally coming down to a 1v2, Aaliyah clutches those. Even though she got taken out, it's quite all right. She played her life to the fullest. Venus wasn't there to, you know, capitalize on that bomb diffuser. Now we're going to see a 2-4 scenario, and Xplicit, don't let them fool you. They're down in the series. They need this game. Having to battle it out on the flip sides, and you can see it so far. The attack, even though it was a 1v2, a dub is a dub. Doesn't matter if it's close or not, right?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, a win is a win. As long as you don't cheat to do it, then, you know, picking yourself up some good points is just going to be the right choice. And that's why we see a lot of players rocking the Type 25, the Kilo, the CBR. Obviously, you want to give yourself that best opportunity for a win to come through. Octo is going to find Jules in the corner there. That does open things up in the middle. Venus takes down Anna as well, but Aaliyah is right there for the refrag. Does get taken down by Adri, who finds a 2-piece. Now Dogswine, the last alive. Just too many players around, and we're now looking at match point for the UD girls.
Match point. That's right. This is it. Man, I definitely gave too much credit to Xplicit. I was certainly expecting to see a better Search and Destroy performance, and I just feel like I'm getting robbed right now. You know, Aaliyah has 9 on board, and, you know, overall, it's not a bad game for everybody else. It's just not as good of a game as what the girls over at UD are bringing to the table. So here it is. 2 players drop. Dogswine pick up a massive 2-piece, evens things out, makes it actually it's a 3v2, so it's a 2-for-3 trade coming through. Audrey on the backside here of the broken building, looking to make the push over that P2 or P3 site, and smokes down, bombs planted with it. Dogswine and Anna do the deed. They bounce out, and now it's on for Genebra and Audrey to perform. Can they clutch it and close it out, or are we going to see another round here for the girls over at Xplicit?
Last man standing. Finish it.
Contact with enemy.
Day, you're muted.
Right, I was. Oh my goodness, Genebra with actually it was a 3v1 clutch. Came through with the frag grenade, the 2-piece there on the stairs, and Genebra gonna clutch up the 6th round for the girls over at UD, and they're gonna win 2-0 here in the first match of the night verdict.
Wow. How? I watched Genebra toss that nade, baked it, hit, I don't even know who it was, on the head. I think it was maybe Anna. And then followed it up with some toxic type shots. And sure enough, I didn't even get a chance to check the clutch, but 2 coming up the staircase. I mean, just unfortunate there. The A-side push comes in. It's unorthodox, and you can see why it's really not a lot of cover to, you know, get the job done and then kind of like, you know, oversee it. Just unfortunate. A lot of teams don't practice that A-side push for a reason, and it kind of showed right there. So 2-0 fashion, Xplicit, they head home without a single point, and the UD girls are looking solid as hell. Take a look at it. Genebra with 9 kills on board, 8 kills for Venus, 7 apiece for Octo and Audrey and Layla, right there at the bottom with 6. It's kind of stout when your bottom frag has 6, and then the second frag for Xplicit has 6. It kind of paints you a picture, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's right along the lines of the comment that I make, where if your top frag is, you know, less kills than the enemy's bottom frag, then chances are you've already lost the game. And, you know, to be fair, a lot of those rounds were very close. I mean, looking at the kill spread, sure, of course we have an advantage, but, I mean, there were certainly a handful of rounds that the side of Xplicit girls could have won there and just couldn't quite find the kills to get together. I think most notably, you got to look at the last 2 rounds, both the clutch from Genebra as well as I believe it was Adri, coming through with some big plays for the team. And like we said, that's going to be the UD girls picking up a 2-0 win in our first match of the night. That's going to net them 20 points in the standings, which I actually think we'll take a quick look at before we go into our next match.
Our next and final match.
Next and final match. Yep. So right now, Angels and UD girls are tied for first place with 60 points apiece. Celeste is in 3rd with 40. Xplicit girls are in 4th with 35. ARP Haze in 5th with 10. Okay, Divanity in 6th with 5. Hellgirls still haven't found themselves any points on the board, have 0 for 7th. And Violets with 2 surrenders are at that negative 25 mark verdict. So a little bit unfortunate. Hopefully we see Violets get their stuff together and maybe finish out the season. Maybe not. We'll have to see. But we are going to step away for a very short break, guys, while we get players funneled into the lobby. So hang tight, and we will be right back.
us in the morning. It's time for you to experience true fear!
On OBS. There we go.
You
Fixed.
dummy.
I fixed it already before chat even said
got
anything,
him.
okay?
Got him.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we're back, and we're now unmuted, and we are getting ready for our OK Divanity match versus the Hell Girls, and this is another match that, while we definitely hope is going to be good, I gotta say Divanity have been looking really, really solid, and the Hell Girls, well, they haven't found their groove yet. So hopefully here today they'll get a little bit of action going and maybe give us a good performance. Our lineups for today, guys, for the side of Hell Girls is going to be Jazz, Yona, NYX, Yellow, and Clarissa. And for OK Divanity, we've got Stacy, Yachty, Kazuki, Aylin, and NYC Rat. Verdict, do you have any predictions for this matchup?
Hell, as you just mentioned, hasn't been, producing the way that they should. Haven't gotten a single point off the rip, and OK Divanity, they look pretty damn solid. So I'm gonna go with the opposite of what you picked. So I'm gonna be rolling with Hell Girls, and I hope the hell they give them hell, because I definitely can't afford to take another L with Day in the VC tonight. So it looks like we're good to go in our first game. It does look like we're going to be starting things off with a little bit of a Hackney Yard hardpoint, followed up by Search and Destroy on takeoff. And if it does go to distance, again, it needs to. It's going to be a Dom firing range. All right, OK Divanity, ban SD Crossfire, as well as Type 25 gun. Hell, opt to ban hardpoint Crossfire and Kilo. So they get Crossfire out of here, and I'm okay with that.
All right, well, we're getting into the action. I'm pulling up chat, hopefully just in time to see the absolute spam of muted messages. But I guess we'll see. It's going to be a big kill for Kazuki there, but she does drop to Clarissa. And it is going to be Hell with the first feet on the point. Got themselves about 10 points rolling. The break does seem to come in for Divanity, but NYX is here. Pushes through, finds one, finds two, and re-grabs the hill for her team. Kazuki with the slide in is going to pick up one, but Yellow bounces right back into the action and about halfway through, and this is actually a great start for the girls over at Hell.
It is indeed. Now it needs to be, because they started with the advantage on the P2 rotations. You can see it. That's already been compromised. It's out the window. Rotation's over. Kazuki gonna hold down the fort, but you know what? What I'm looking at right now is possibly a split affair here on this P2 rotation. So we got battles in the point. We got battles out the point. Out the point is the primary right now is Kazuki. Oh my goodness. Finds two more of her own and single-handedly locking down this tire shop as P2 transitions are gonna come through. Got ourselves a 26-27 game. Jazz from the bottom of the staircase gonna find one of herself, but not a lot of reinforcements here for my girl Yellow, who is killing it in the OBJ right now. Got 3 on board, got a 2 combo, and single-handedly holding down the fort, but this is a toss-up. I mean, I've never seen split affair here in a P2 rotation, but right now, I mean, the advantage, again, are going to be in favor of Hell Girls. I mean, they are going to get a few kills there. That might be enough to hold off this push.
Well, we'll have to see, because the Hell Girls, this is certainly not the performance I was expecting out of them today, but hey, if they've found their groove, then they've found their groove. Yachty is rocking the PP19 Bison. That's not something that we see a ton of, but something that is definitely usable in the current meta. It got a slight buff during the, actually I don't even think it was the last update. I think it was the update before that, with a, I think it was a body shot multiplier of 15%, as well as +2 base damage. So definitely something that is viable. You just gotta land your shots, you know?
Yeah, I see Stacy's rocking the RUS too. I see, a few diverse guns on the, the hands of the girls here, as Kazuki's got the CBR. I see some M13 action. Obviously, we got some SKS too, so certainly a close fair. It's about a 30-point lead now as the Hell Girls. I said it earlier. They must have heard me. Give them hell. They have racked it up. Here comes the Sparrow here from NYX. 10 kills on board, looking to close down. Maybe prevent people from making the rotation over to this P3 site. We all know it's not a muddy hill, to say the least. It's more or so less just deny your opponents, or if you can step on it for free, do it. Obviously, don't compromise. And you can see why. Kazuki gets 2, clears a point, and she puts her foot on the hill for 2 seconds, and she's immediately white. not a lot of value here in P3.
All right, well, 30-point lead for the Hell Girls right now. We've got 10 seconds left on P3, and you can see now rotating over towards P4. The Hell Girls are here with another strong rotation. They've got set up and are ready to go. Can they hold them the opposition off, though? Stacy up top's going to find one, but actually finds two, but drops to Iona. And we're looking at a 16-point lead for the Hell Girls, so fortunately for OK Divanity, they've done a decent job of keeping the game close. Definitely something that we could see a comeback for, but you know, P5 is definitely going to be one of those money hills. Maybe not quite as strong as P2, but definitely stronger, typically speaking, than a P3, P2, or P3, P4, or P1.
Oh yeah, it's you know, not as strong as P2, but certainly much better than P1 or P3. So P4, it could be a lockdown if you play the right angles, if you got the numbers. Right now, the numbers are going to be favoring the side of OK Divanity, but they need those numbers. They have found themselves in a little bit of a deficit, but are slowly closing that gap. Yachty got around the corner, catches a brick to the face, which is the Annihilator. And here it goes, P5 transitions coming through. What do we think? A quick listen in with the side of Hell Girls. Maybe listen how this P5 rotation sounds.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, yellow side. I'm going. One on point, low, super low, just one.
Yeah, she gonna push.
Got her.
I spawned.
I'm playing. Blue band. Don't pick, player. Don't pick.
No, one more. Try to smoke it. We got.
Police car, Clarissa.
It's 50 point. It's good.
No,
One point.
got her. Nice.
I spawned.
One more, blue band. She's dead. One more.
Green. No, one more. Nice. Yo, they're going green. Let's clear positions.
I'm watching top, I think.
One more, mid, Jasmine. There's one B side.
I'm holding.
Oh my god.
No, bro. I'm point, the next point. One.
There's one top out.
Got her.
I want P3.
I'm waiting on y'all. Red car. There are three. They're push.
Ladder. SKS.
Ladder.
P2 spawn.
No, mames, bottom out.
Two on heal.
I'm spawning red. Truck. Let's keep these spawns.
One more. Oh my god.
Truck. SKS truck. Truck dead. One's on point. Yo, one forklift.
Yeah.
No, they're going.
I mean, definitely some solid callouts there. Both on their own rotations, on the enemy rotations, on confirming kills. I gotta say, that was a solid listening verdict.
Oh, it was a solid listen indeed. You see it's a solid lead now, back in favor of the Hell Girls, and they are just absolutely, you know, killing it. As a matter of fact, they're doing a lot better than I anticipated. I know we saw how well they played, or, you know, how much potential they had to play, but just not getting the numbers as far as getting the games. Now, this is an 8-point deficit where we can see the initial advantage going to be in favor. Aelin up top is going to be taken down. The cluster, or the precision, and the death machine just so very well coordinated. The Hell Girls get the break, and there's only one player to deal with. They dealt with it, and here we are. They are reaping the benefits of the rewards of this P2 break, and off the bat, you know, you're looking at battling it out to this P2 site. They get the upper hand now as the slide peek comes through. Man, just a solid hold here for the Hell Girls. They've got 3 strong, 2 players left, now 1. And here we go. This is it. Jazz is going to be the last one alive, but it is scrap time that they're up fighting for. You can see it. Nobody really there to reciprocate. That's going to be Kazuki looking for the mid contest. She's going to be taken down. And Hell Girls, they're rocking and rolling day.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a much more solid performance than I would have anticipated out of them. They're currently up 50 points, and we're getting ready to go into another P3 hill, which is obviously not a great opportunity for Divanity to pick up any excessive amount of points, so we'll have to see. And spawn's kind of erratic right now. Nobody really has favorable spawns, but we do have more players towards the middle of the map area for the side of the Hellgirls, who just have a ton of angles covered right now. And right now, NYX is frying. 34 and 16 on the board, over double positive. Look at the opposition, and it's Stacy with 27 and 24. Positive, yes. Almost 30 kills, yes. But also has died a substantial amount of more times. So, definitely a solid game for NYX right now.
Oh, yeah, but we saw how that panned out in game 1 of tonight, right? The Hardpoint, 57 kills for Aaliyah, a.k.a. Storm. Not enough to get the job done on as far as a dub goes. You can see the pressure here on P3. A big profit coming through for the side of Hell. They have racked up more than 200 points, and they are fine with settling up for new. As you can see it, there's one player down low to deal with. Now the contest coming through from stage. She's got the Super Soaker, the Purifier, the Water Machine. Oh my God, 3 on board, wipes it out. One player left up top, but the contest is certainly coming from every angle you can imagine. Jazz through the staircase going to be able to take her down, but the damage was done. The break came in, but it was a short break. NYC Rat looking for the contest as well, but she's going to be shut down. Man, we're looking at a solid P4 hold, and only 29 seconds left here for Hell Girls. They might be able to pull off an upset over the OK Divanity roster.
All right, well, NYX looking for the hop up there. Rotates right into NYC Rat, and that is going to be her falling, but Yellow is here. Finds 1, finds 2. I guess we'll count that as 3. Forced Aylin to kill herself off of the Sparrow. Didn't get the kill for herself, but, you know, again, that's an operator down one way or another, so that's a big trade on your life. And the Hellgirls getting ready to run away with the Hardpoint. They're up 15 points. Verdict, you should have gambled on this game because you'd have won.
Yeah, I mean, I purely went off of, you know, what you thought was going to be, and I went opposite. So, technically, you would still win in this scenario, but since on stream I said Hellgirls, you lose. Day just continuing to take L's, but guess what? This game's not over with. There's still 15 points that are needed. The numbers are there for the girls over at OK Divanity, but guess what? There are more numbers here favoring the side of Hell. They get the break. The hold is here. Rat looking for the contest. Rat going to be taken down. 3 players coming in through the blue van site. Stacy with a slide peek. Man, she has just been so nimble with it. The break comes back in, and it is OK Divanity going to prevail, but again, only 8 seconds needed. Clarissa going to come through. She finds 3. 1 with the Super Soaker herself. She's going to be taken down. This is just a bloodbath in a P5 rotation, but I don't think nobody is available to contest. Kazuki was literally 10 feet away. Doesn't get there in time. Game number 1, 250 to 170 in Day. Where's that energy at from the prediction earlier? You said, okay, Divanity was going to be rocking and rolling. Said that they were going to be a slide. It was going to be a landslide victory. You said that Hell
you know, I don't think I went that
far. Single shot in Hell to take this series, and here they are, game 1 victory.
Listen, okay, you're trying too hard to throw me under the bus now. That's not what I said. I said Divanity have looked better in their games against the opponents that they had, and Hell Girls have not looked very solid in their games. And you know what? And you know what? The Hell Girls came today, and they looked hella good in their Hardpoint. What do you want from me?
They brought some Hell Girls, right?
Well, they've got themselves some points on the board at least now. I think they were sitting. I think they were the one team at 0, and now they're at least at 5, potentially 20, potentially 15. I mean, we'll have to see as we get into our next couple of games because, you know, NYX, I don't think I've ever seen frag out the way that she did here in this game. And then you throw Jazz, Yona in there with 33 kills apiece, and then Yellow and Clarissa with 25 apiece. Pretty solid and stout lineup. We look over at the opposition, and Stacy did catch up nearly in kills. She dropped 40, but did die 33 times. NYC Rat came through with 30, Aylin with 26, Kazuki with 28, and Yachty with 27. So definitely had a slight kill advantage for the girls over on the Hell Girls, and they were able to use that to capitalize in their rotations and just really played that Hackney Yard incredibly solid. So we'll be getting ready to get into our search and destroy shortly, guys. And could potentially be the last game of the night. It is going to be a little bit shorter one, obviously, as we had 2 players, or 2 teams rather, forfeit due to not being able to field a roster. That was going to be Violets, who I believe we have confirmed actually dropped out of the league, and then ARP Haze forfeited against Celeste, or against Angels, and Violets forfeited against Celeste. So shorter night, but I think honestly everybody needs a shorter night tonight. Verdict, does that seem like a reasonable statement?
A short night last night, so yeah, I could definitely afford to have another one. I mean, look, it's been a long day, bro. It's just been one of those days. Like the weather wasn't good outside, you know.
The hell did we have a short night last night? We had Spawn, and then we went right into the Dream Team.
Well, it felt like it was a short night.
Well, it's because you went to bed. You didn't play Warzone. Or, well, you went to spend time with the wife.
I went watch a movie. Yeah. The wife called me when I left the stream room, and sure enough, it was movie time. We watched that dog movie. I gotta say, it was a great movie. We love dogs, and
that
at the end,
dog
we
movie.
both,
Can you be any more vague?
It's literally called Dog.
Right, we're googling this, chat. We're googling this.
Yeah, there you go. It's Dog. Came out in 2022. I can't make it up, bro. It's called Dog, and we damn near cried at the end. So, and then ultimately, I know I'm not even gonna spoil it. It was a tearjerker, for real.
Interesting. I might have to watch that.
Dog.
You know what movie I cried at the end of? Marley and Me.
Oh, don't bring up Marley and Me. I still get a little teary-eyed.
That movie was so good and so sad.
Stop. Have you seen the? Oh, never mind. We're not going to talk about those kind of movies. I don't want chat to think I'm some sap. Here we go, game 2. We're bound. Take off the beautiful stadium reskin. We've seen this enough today, right, Day? I mean, one time is enough. One time's enough, right?
Yeah.
Well, we haven't seen it a lot tonight. We saw it earlier at our other EU tournament.
We saw it at EU night.
Yeah, EU night. That's right.
Just a different night.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly day in game. You can see it. There's a beautiful skyline. You can see a few clouds in the sky. The sun's certainly shining bright. I'm not sure where Stadium is based, but I would assume it's somewhere up north because it just looks like a northern atmosphere. Doesn't look like it's completely warm outside either. I'm not convinced.
All right. Well, we're getting on into the action. Verdict. Could be the last game of the night. All right. Let's go. Hellgirls win it 2-0.
There we go. Easy. Let's go.
All right.
You said short night. Here we are.
All right, chat. We got a quick word from COD Mobile, and we will see you guys next time. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, chat. Of course we ain't doing that.
Got them.
And like 45 more seconds, we'll have got them. All right. Well, we'll be getting into the action here soon, guys. Okay, it looks like maybe they forgot to switch sides.
Oh. Yeah, that could certainly be a problem.
Yep, that looks like what they're fixing right now. So we'll have it fixed for you guys shortly. Listen, that's my fault for spamming the start button before we were actually ready. So if anybody wants someone to blame, it's me. I apologize, chat.
Oh, I did look it up, and apparently Stadium is based in New York, so I was right. You owe me money, Day.
Wait, when did we even bet on that?
I mean, it was an unspoken bet that we made between each other when I was mentioning about it being pretty much in the north. I was 100% right, though, so you owe me $20. Got him!
Literally can't afford to give you $20.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Can you give me 20 back rubs?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
That seems like a fair exchange. A back rub for $1? Yeah. Okay. I see what my time is worth to you. I got you.
Yep. There you go.
There we go. Chat caught up now.
There we go. I'm so lost. You guys are suckers. Got him! Yeah, this is how much of a delay we're on, guys. You see this?
It's a minute.
This is what competitive. Yeah, this is what competitive has to do for you. We have delays. We're sorry.
Well, I mean, for search and destroy, it's pretty relevant, right?
Big facts. Big facts indeed. Now, as we're going to go ahead and get started up. Yeah, the push comes through. We're going to see the side of... Okay, so we literally went back to the same side that we didn't swap to. So they didn't need to swap. is what you're saying. Because OK Divanity was already on the red side of the map.
Sure. Sure, dude,
Yeah.
Bro, I just work here. Okay? I just work here. I don't know what to tell you.
Interesting.
Well, no first blood yet. It is going to be OK Divanity versus the Hell Girls once again in Search and Destroy this time. Definitely a area where we expect to see some of the sniper talent excel. Iona, I don't recognize them as a sniper, but they do open up with the first blood of this Search and Destroy. That is going to take down Laya from the side of OK Divanity. That is going to give the girls over at Hell a little bit of an advantage here in the start. We could still see a game 3 chat, but it's going to depend on if OK Divanity can come through and pull together a win over the Hell Girls, or if the Hell Girls are not only looking up to pick up their first points tonight, but a full 20 of them.
You're absolutely right. And you don't recognize Iona for a reason. She was recently added as of yesterday at 11:43 Eastern time. So Iona in, Indian Taco out, and sure enough, a lot of value here. 3-2 as we see Yachty does find 2 of her own.
Targets in sight.
Definitely not going to be even up as we still see the player advantage in favor of the side of Hell Girls, and they are just giving these girls hell. UD trying to stay alive. The bomb's going to be planted. Oh, Clarissa gets beamed. The PP-19 Bison, just an absolute beaut when you're hitting shots. NYX, she also hits her shots, and she's got a M13 to work with. Now it's Aylin. 1v2 clutch, 30 seconds down. The bomb's been planted. NYX. God, you're cracked, girl. Good shots.
Well, NYX picks up 2 that round. We had 2 for Iona as well and 1 for Yellow. We look over at the opposition. It was Yachty coming through with 3 kills, and it's not going to be quite enough. And the first round is going to go in favor of the Hell Girls, who are looking to close things out 2-0 here.
Defend the objective. They have the bomb.
Yep, we'll see. 2-0 is certainly a possibility. We know this map is not necessarily favors the defending side, but it is certainly a better side to start off on. So wait for your opponents to push up. You don't have to push too far out. NYX is one of those players who's going to push a little far out. A little too much on an island right now, but you can see it. Plays it well, holds the corner. The laser might give her away, but I don't think Stacy and whoever's was below her a minute ago sure is there still. So it's Aylin. Does get the information. First kill does come through. It's going to be Yachty on Jazz. Jazz and Rat actually trade, so 1 for 1. NYX does fall back. Laya's down. Yellow, big kills. And here we go. Bombs down. It is compromised. Stacy does find 1 in return, but it's anything but even with the bomb down right there. Right on the outskirts of A, too. This is tough.
Well, they were trying to get the bomb plant in. I actually don't know if they confirmed bomb down. I did just pop on over to check and see. Clarissa is going to come through with 1 onto Stacy. That does leave Yachty and Aylin, and Aylin takes a couple shots from behind, but she was able to get the bomb for her team. And this is a rough position to be into a 2v3 with 30 seconds left on a takeoff. So unfortunately for the girls over at OK Divanity, I'm not very confident here. Oh my goodness, didn't catch either of those from Yellow's perspective, but I caught both of them from the receiving end.
Yo, Yellow picked up 3, 4 that round.
Yellow had 1, so 3.
Destroy the objective.
Cracked.
Yeah, I mean, big round for Yellow there. At least one gunfight there that she probably shouldn't have, and that would have been the second one, who I believe was on to it was on either Aylin or Yachty. I don't remember which it was. Switch over to Yachty. She does pick up 1 on Clarissa. You can see Laya is pushing up. She does have the CBR, but didn't check the building behind her. Girl, what are you doing? Bro, I swear to God, if you get turned on.
Oh, you got turned on.
Laya, what were you doing?
Jazz just a beam there. You see the quick scope. It lands. Laya doesn't peek the corner and pays a price. Absolutely gets wrecked right there. That leaves Yachty and Rat. They are familiar all too often with these 2v something scenarios. I think Yachty was one of the players that were alive last round. Can't remember who else was. Maybe it was Rat again.
They have the
And Rat doesn't peek the corner either. Oh no, that's her teammate. Never mind. I'm a bot. Forgive me. It's just too many corners not peeked.
I don't understand how you rotate that past that A building and never look inside. That's a little bizarre to me, but you know, I guess sometimes, you know, crap just happens, right?
It'd be like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, you know, if I had to hear you, oh my goodness, Iona coming through with a nice snipe there, and the Hellgirls lead 3-0 here. Yeah, if I had to hear every single time I got turned on in Warzone verdict, I mean, you'd never stop talking to me. So it's a rough life to live for us trash cans.
Wow. I'm not sure what that statement has anything to do with this matchup. These girls are not trash cans, Dave. Okay.
No, I was just talking about us.
Oh yeah, well, I mean us, we're trash cans. We know it. This is why we're talking about the game and not playing it, right?
Right.
Exactly. Here we are, 5v5. Yellow, super weak, is going to be able to recover. She has been a demon here in the ticket booth, but this demon is going to be down.
Can we go to sleep?
Yachty.
I didn't catch it from the perspective, but I was looking at the mini map and saw it all happen. That's rough.
I mean, you're dealing with Yellow, who has literally been a ticket booth demon for the past 4 rounds. And has been able to do the deeds and go unpunished. They look to punish her, and here we go. Wow. I don't know what to say, Yachty. I mean, you had a PP-19 Bison. I'll give you that, right? The gunfight, you got a CBR up close. It's not happening. Maybe you don't peek that angle, though. Maybe you're not the one who's being the aggressive one right there in that position. Send someone who else has a CBR. Hell, right. They're raising hell, bro.
Yeah, indeed they are. Laya pushes on in, is going to find a big kill onto NYX. Maybe starting to make up a little bit for getting turned on earlier, but 1 kill on board is certainly not helping your team get into a Game 3 scenario. I mean, granted, Aylin has none, Stacy has 1, Rat has 1. I mean, this is... I don't want to be mean about it, but this is maybe the worst performance we've seen out of Divanity girls. So,
and you
okay,
Divanity earlier too.
I did. Yeah. I did. I was ready for Divanity to come through and have a good performance. I was like, they've been looking good the past couple days of gameplay, even though they didn't actually come through with the wins. They at least, you know, they had solid rotations. They were putting up big kills, and that hasn't largely been the experience that we've had here today. So. I'm a little shocked.
You have experience with being sold on a regular basis, so.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is no surprise. You obviously are wrong, and I was obviously right. Even though I was right out of spite of what your prediction was. Right now, we're looking at a 5-0 on the first 5 rounds. Hell, girls are looking solid. And maybe I should have gave them a little bit more of a vote of confidence. Maybe.
Yeah, considering you voted on them just to not agree with me.
Well, I also voted on Xplicit girls to win, and they got completely demoralized.
They got pretty hard demolished for sure. So
well, welcome to the show, Bobby. Lurker mode enabled. We love to see it though. Subscription for 9 months, absolutely killing it, bro.
Yeah, we have a troll, baby.
Yeah. Does that mean you are getting married?
No.
Oh, thank God. There would have been my shot.
Well, Yellow should have a free kill here if she peeks the corner correctly, but Rat getting fined. I believe that was probably a no-scope with the DLQ at that range. Looking at a 3v3 between these two teams. Rat coming through with a big snipe onto NYX, and that's going to leave Clarissa and Jazz left alone in a 2 versus 3. They do have the bomb in hands of Clarissa, and Jazz is going to come through with a snipe onto Yachty, who got caught climbing over the railing, and now we might be looking at a potential bomb plant here. That is going to be Clarissa getting taken down by Aylin. And we might actually see a round come through for the side of OK Divanity. And, you know, again, this is not the position I would have expected to be in, because I thought Divanity was going to win this matchup, in all honesty.
Well, you know, that's neither here nor there. We can't rely on what you think, obviously. You know, what I thought earlier was wrong, and what you thought earlier was wrong here. So, OK Divanity showing up in the latter half of this Search or Destroy, I guess, is, you know, it's a 1v1. They had the advantage, but Jazz certainly just puts the moves right on Yachty, and here we go. The 1v1 Rat already has
Oh
my chess. How you do that though?
That was a nice clean shot by Jazz, not gonna lie.
Lined it up perfectly. I gotta give it to her. The crosshair is on point.
Yep. Chat shows the importance of crosshair placement. Get good at it.
Get good.
Yeah, just get gooder, and maybe one day you can be as cracked as these girls.
Yeah. Well, here we go. 2-0 fashions cross board. Of course, we only had 2 matches tonight in Hell Esports, or Hell Girls, sorry. They bring the demons to the lobby, and the demons do the job. And they prove Day, once again, to be wrong. In verdict, once again, to be right. Plenty of dubs all around. Firm handshakes to the dubs. And then, of course, we'll crap talk the losers. Day, how does it feel to be wrong?
I don't know, dude. We're just taking L's left and right all day today. Taking L's in my sleep schedule, taking L's at work, come home, take some L's when my homie's like, yeah, I'll be right back, and then doesn't come back.
Take some virtual L's too, bro. Just a minute.
Yeah,
I mean you're taking IRL L's, and then here we go. We're taking virtual L's. This is just a bloodbath. 6-0 affair. Hell Girls just bringing everything they've gotten. I don't know what OK Divanity had going on tonight, but it certainly wasn't winning on the objective.
I mean, again, I for one would not have saw that going, at least not convincingly that way. I was right on board with, if Hell Girls show up and Divanity don't, we could see game 3 happen.
Wrong.
Hell Girls proved me wrong right there. They came through, they showed up with their best today, and honestly, Divanity did not. And sometimes that's just the case. You can't win them all. You can't have a great day every day. And that's going to be Divanity not picking up any points here today. And the Hell Girls are going to toss themselves up into a pretty solid position, actually, in the standings. Let me actually check and see if those are updated. Oh, boom. Look at that. They are. So right now, as our current score stands, we have Angels and UD Girls tied for first place with 60 points on board. Celeste still in third with 40. Xplicit Girls coming through with 35. The Hell Girls with 20. ARP Haze with 10. OK Divanity with 5. And the Violets, with a couple forfeits under the belt, have dropped out of the tournament officially. So we won't be seeing any more of them, unfortunately. But maybe we'll see a couple of those players return in the future. We'll have to see. As far as our results for the night, I was about to say it's not updated yet, but look at our admin team. Absolutely ready to go. We do have 2 forfeits for today, which is why our broadcast is a little bit shorter, and we do apologize for that, chat, but there's not a whole lot we can do if the teams are unable to field a roster, and that was the likes of ARP Haze up against Angels. They weren't going to have 5 today. And then Violets, as we mentioned, did drop out of the league, likely due to player availability. And if you were here for our first game, you saw Xplicit Girls take on the UD Girls. Verdict was all about the Xplicit Girls taking the win there, and he took an L in that series as the UD Girls took the 2-0 victory. And then obviously I was cheered for OK Divanity here in that last matchup, and Verdict gonna go neutral. Does pick up a dub there. So
is Aerith just raid with 89 raiders?
God, I hope not.
69. Oh, 69. Great number, Aerith.
Yo, Aerith, hella OP raid, but we are literally about to raid someone else. I'm gonna be honest with you here. That is the end of our broadcast. I do appreciate you so very much for the thought, though, Aerith. It is super kind of you. We are gonna start gearing up for a raid. Verdict, you got anything to say on our way out?
Give them hell, Girls. Absolutely a killer show.
All right. Well, we do have a quick word from COD Mobile before we get that raid rolling, guys, and we will see you back tomorrow right here on my channel for the Dream Team, the North American Dream Team event, as well as back on Thursday once again for Mobile Mayhem Girls. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe we'll do a little stream later tonight. Who knows? Not entirely sure. We'll see how we're feeling.
smell of blood and guts in the morning. It's time for you to experience true fear!